Hello, everyone. How's it going, creators? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I feel like I got purple light invading me. There we go. There we go. All righty. Can you hear me? Say hello. Say hello in the chat, please, to let me know if you're here. And we're going to give it a few minutes. I'm going to clear out the cards here while I'm waiting for people to join. Hello, hello. Hi, babe. Hi, Kimberly is here. Yay. I'm good. Yay. All right. I'm clearing out these cards. Got some good ones tonight, folks. Go ahead and say hi. How has the spring equinox been for you? I want to know. I want to know. Please let me know how it's been for you in the comments. Go ahead and drop a question in the comments if you would like me to pull some cards. Hello, hello, Courtney. We've got Kimberly. So glad to have you ladies here. And I hope you're doing well. We've had kind of a chilly day where we are, but sunny, kind of that in between. And I definitely want to hear how that equinox has been for everybody. And I did a series of readings on Frequency Friday 2 days ago on my channel, and the replay is up for everybody. So I wanted just to remind everybody of that. And I did endings, and I did pivots, and I did beginnings, and I did 0 point. I did 4 different breakout readings. So definitely whatever is resonating with you, maybe go check one of those out after this live if you're just, doing your Sunday night prep for the week ahead and want something to listen to. Ashley, hello, hello. Courtney says it's been a transition and your body has felt it. Yes, yes, absolutely. I can relate to that. Intense energies. Yes, also relating to that as well. So, y'all, feel free, go ahead and drop a question, or if you just want to ask for like the highest and best message for yourself, you can do that. You can ask about the current energy. So we're in between two eclipses right now, right? And we've had one, I think it was back on the 16th, and then we have one coming up. And I talk about it on my Frequency Friday. It's coming up on the 31st. So we're sandwiched in between this. We've got a couple retrogrades going on. We've got Aries. We've just moved into Aries energy. So everything's fired up, right? All right, let's get going. Ashley's kicking us off. Hello, Faith is here. Hello, hello. Happy spring equinox, everyone. Yeah, you're dropping the questions in. I love it. Okay, woo, let's get started here. Let's get started. Ashley says, the highest and best message, please, for work. Woo. All right, we're going to go with the Crystal Visions Tarot here for your question, Ashley. I see questions dropping in. Excellent. Deep breaths. Ashley's work. Okay. Highest and best for work. I'm going to also grab you one from the Whispers of Aloha Oracle. This one's kind of standing out for you. And I'm kind of feeling like Ashley is, there's some stress, a little bit of stress going on, a little bit of feeling maybe a little defeated about the workplace right now. And so you start us off here. The energy is the 5 of Cups for you, Ashley. And this is an energy of where we can't ignore the presence of some sadness. We can't ignore that we're feeling a certain type of way. Maybe it could be something to do with the personalities of the people you're working with, or maybe a dissatisfaction with how you're being valued. And so the 5 of Cups, it pulls us into the edges. It pulls us into the edges of, is this for me? Is this what I really want to be doing? Am I being paid enough? Am I being valued enough? How do I communicate this to my coworkers, to my boss, to my manager? It's that kind of energy where we're feeling a certain way and we likely feel like communicating it. Now, right now, at the time you're getting this mini reading, it's a bit of a trickier time with communication. So you want to be extra careful that you're communicating as clearly as possible. And for you, when it comes to work, and this is even if you're looking for work and you're interviewing, but I get that you're feeling a certain way. You're feeling a certain way. It doesn't feel the best, and you're looking for some insight as to why you feel a bit edgy about it all. When you're communicating, sandwich the criticism or the constructive criticism in between two positives. So you're going to do the positive sandwich, a compliment, a criticism, and a compliment again. Okay, so in all of your communications, especially when something is bugging you or something feels off about someone, it could be a relationship or it could be a project or something you're working on. But there's definitely some emotional energy attached there, maybe feeling a little bit down about the situation around work. We also have the 7 of Swords here, Ashley, for you. And again, this is where this could represent deceptive energies around somebody you work with or a potential employer. The 7 of Swords is kind of a sneakier energy. It kind of rides under the surface of what you can see. It's very possible emotionally you could be picking up on something. You're picking up on this and it's making you a bit uneasy or a bit stressed out here. So the swords would indicate, yes, some sort of communication is coming up for you or is needed for you, or if you're interviewing, right? Clarity is going to be really important. And the 7 of Swords would be about picking out the best of what you want to communicate, what you want to share, what you want to criticize, if that's the case. There could be some of that there, or what you want to call out in the situation. So these are interesting energies here. Now, the other thing that's really interesting, can you guys hear the ice cream man? The ice cream man's driving by and there's like kids running outside and screaming. You got release into harmony. So maybe have an ice cream. Actually, maybe have some ice cream tonight. And you got number 5, release into harmony. What a beautiful card. It says, forgive the past and free your future. All right. So here's where the energies that you're going with related to work, or if you're job searching, or if it's just energies that you're dealing with in the workplace, or energies that you've identified you've dealt with in the past that you no longer want to carry forward. It's about forgiving that, forgiving maybe the time you spent somewhere that just didn't seem harmonious for you, that wasn't the highest and best for your particular energy. But there's something changing here. And I love this. I'm getting a bit of like a Pele feeling here with the volcano, and we're transforming with the fire, and we have kind of this, red ash cloud in the back. With the Aries energy upon us right now too, it may feel a little, you may feel like popping off at work, or, expressing more with more fire. And you just want to be careful of that, because with the Aries energies and the Mars energies the way they are, and this Mercury retrograde, it's just a time to go with that transformation. Don't push it down. Don't make it seem like it's not there. Accept it for what it is, but maybe have a little bit more personal experience with it and try to separate this energy from the communications that you need to have here. Okay. All right, Ashley, thank you for asking that question. I hope you enjoyed those cards there. All right, and we've got a couple other people have joined here. I see Anna. Hello, hello. And we've got more questions. Okay, so Faith is up next with asking for the highest and best messages for her with, no strings attached, just what the universe has to say. We're going to go to the Tarot of Enchanted Dreams for you, Faith. Ooh. I like. And I'm also I'm gonna grab you. Ooh. Yeah, this one's talking louder, the super attractor oracle here. So maybe some sort of positive reinforcing reminder that you might like. Hey everybody, if you haven't hit the thumbs up button on this video, please give this a like. Ah, there, somebody just did it. Yay. Please give the video a like. And of course you're subscribed, because I do have this set for subscribers only. It's only fair that subscribers get priority. So you have to be subscribed to ask a question. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed, you have to be subscribed. Okay. It's part of the deal. Okay. So, Faith, you got the message: to begin the practice of allowing, I must get out of the way and let spirit give me direction. And look, we're kind of like moving between these two mountains here. So, highest and best message for you is to practice the art of allowing. All right. And so, if there's any energy going on with you where you feel like you're holding yourself back or you're getting in your own way, and this can be through thoughts that are, kind of the cup is half empty instead of half full. It can be that kind of feeling. It can be the feeling of time isn't working out for you, timing or time. It can be these inner dialogues of, I'll get to that tomorrow, or when these other things fall into place, then I'll do that thing that is calling to my heart. And the universe is saying, hey, just allow it to come in, and see if you can flow with it a little bit here. Now, the energies around you are actually looking for this time that we're going through that's really intense. These energies are looking really good. At the moment, you've got the Six of Wands coming up for you. This is a card of satisfaction. I really like, she's kind of got that smile slash maybe a little bit of smirk on her face, like, I did it. I accomplished something. So if there's something that you've accomplished, you need to take a moment and be in that energy of, I did it, and I feel good about it, right? I know with what I know of your astrology, Cancerian energy, if this is the kind of energy, if somebody's ever told you that you can't do something, whether they said it directly or perhaps they were just being discouraging, kind of covertly, not supportive and discouraging. This is the kind of energy that is like, I showed you. I showed you that you told me or you thought I couldn't do it, and I did it. And Cancerians have that tenacity to do that. But there's a real deep feeling of satisfaction here with some sort of accomplishment. So it's either something you've already done, and if you're not identifying anything that you've already done, it's something that the universe is like, do this, because it's going to feel really good to you. You're going to feel like you're having a victory here with some sort of active energy. The wands are connected to fire. So it's going to take movement. It's going to take momentum. It's going to take action. But it's looking pretty good. And she's feeling pretty proud of herself, which I think is beautiful. And then what looks really nice to me here is the Two of Cups. Sharing energy with others from the heart. In this particular case, we have two females and doing some sort of full moon water ceremony. And so this card for you is giving me a really big sense of sisterhood. Like, it might be a good time to network or partner up, or go to coffee with your best friend or your best girlfriend, have a little girl time. Okay. And I love how the lotus flower is opening up right behind the words, the Two of Cups here, because it's a very freeing, it feels like in the midst of all the craziness, there's some sort of sisterhood type bond. It could be a biological sister too, but it also could just be a friend with which you have that soul level kinship, and something that feels really nice as an exchange. You could take it a step further as well to maybe attend a local women's event that is aligned with some of your interest, whether you're checking out the Meetup app, and just to be around sisterhood and like-hearted, and raise a little toast to the feminine energy, right now for yourself. This feels like an acknowledgement that needs to happen. Okay. And if there's anything stopping you from doing that, the universe is saying, allow it in, because it's going to feel good. You're going to feel a sense of satisfaction. Maybe it could even just be at times like feeling introverted and making an effort to speak to someone new or meet a new person and things like that to break the energy up. All right, great question. Thank you. I love when you leave it open and then some really interesting messages can come through. Sometimes in our human experience, we get so disconnected from our greater beings, right? So it's nice to get in and really get, hey, what, what is my greater being saying? What's the universe saying to me? Okay, you're welcome, everyone. Okay, Courtney's next. Let's keep going. I'm getting stem cells this coming Friday, March 28th. I'm so excited. What does the spiritual world and energies want me to know to best serve myself for receiving the stem cells? Okay, all right. So, and if I'm remembering, this will be a second treatment, and the first one was really helpful. So we're going to get you a card from the Rose Oracle here in honor of springtime. Okay, this is the third time's a charm, as they say, right? We're going to get you a Rose Oracle card here. I like what I'm seeing so far. We're going to head to the Crystal Visions and get you a couple of tarot cards here. All right, so third stem cell treatment. Yes. So, all right, a couple things are popping out here. Oh, this is very interesting. So, first of all, I want to give what I consider to be a very reassuring energy here. The Rose Oracle came up with the word held, and it says sureness of the soil. That's a great sign. That means it's a very good time for you to have this fertility. It's like your body is going to receive the stem cells really well. It also says you have unseen help. You also have support and community. I feel like you've seen, like there's community and people that are supporting you and you know it, but then there's some level of unseen help. And there's this beautiful image. And in the image, you can see what looks like hands extending, but I have a really maternal line kind of feeling from this. I kind of get a grandmotherly vibe when I start at the top of the card, and I get kind of a maiden or mother kind of energy as I go here, almost like being held in the cosmic womb. So, ooh, that's cool. That's really cool. All right, so you are being held, you have unseen support, the sureness of the soil is in place, right? Yes, could be your mom, could be your mom's energy coming in and just cradling you and making you feel like we're here, we're all with you, and we're all looking for the highest and best outcome here for you. You also got the moon card. Now, I feel like this is connected to you emotionally speaking, where again, we're in between two eclipses. It sounds like your surgery is going to be right before the second eclipse this month. And so this is the energy of things might seem a little dark or a little emotionally tough before they get better, if that makes sense. So I really feel like there's this emotional energy of every time we're doing something that's going to help our body in some significant way, the body has the tendency, and you said you were feeling it in your body, the eclipse energy and the spring equinox energy, the body has a tendency to have a release of some kind. So I would expect a little bit of that here with this moon card coming in, and just be very gentle with yourself. There, you've got the two wolves on either side of her in this picture here. So I'm thinking it's Hondo, and I'm thinking it's your friend's golden, because Hondo's a golden and your friend had a golden, and I know like you felt like she sent you Hondo, right? And so I feel like you have that support as well. That's more of the seen, and so one dog seen, one dog kind of unseen, maybe from the other side. And that's companionship. That's that energy of like, we're standing by your side, we're holding your hand during the treatment. We're there. You can feel us, you can feel our presence, right? Like there's just that energy around you, human and pet wise. And then I feel like this Three of Wands card is coming out as showing us kind of how you're going to be coming out of the treatment. And so we have this windy path here that's showing with like a little baby dragon. And then there's three wands, and then the girl is sitting holding this beautiful lighted orb. And I feel like this is going to represent your time with yourself during the healing and integration. There's the word integration from the treatment. It's going to be a very illuminating time, perhaps not only for your vision, but for some of your other senses as well. I would recommend taking it nice and easy and kind of easing yourself, giving yourself plenty of time here. The Three of Wands is more of a rested momentum rather than a really charging forward kind of energy. You may at times feel like you want to move a little faster, and you might feel like, hey, this is my third go around here, and I know what to do. But the universe is saying, hey, pay attention, take it easy, get plenty of rest, and spend time with the energies that are showing up for you post treatment, post stem cell treatment there, because there's something possibly in the integration that is going to be illuminated for you here. All right. Good luck with that. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Whew. Hope everybody's self-care is going well at this time. That's another thing. Just a quick reminder while I get to the next question. I see Nicole's here. Hello. Thank you for commenting. Tina, hello. Feel free. Anyone who has not yet dropped a question, go ahead and drop one in the chat. I am moving on to Anna's question next. And Anna would like anything that her higher self in the universe would like for her to know in regards to her writing. Ooh, yes. Okay, so let's go with the Tarot of Enchanted Dreams here. And we're asking about Anna's writing. What would the universe... I'm seeing an altar, Anna. I know you work with an altar, at least you have in the past. I'm seeing an altar here. Do you have a space on your altar that has to do with your writing? I'm seeing a feather. I'm seeing like a white feather. That's all I'm seeing right now. I'm seeing the white feather. Okay, so I'm just going to mention that, and then we're going to go to the Super Attractor Oracle here. Okay. And you can tell me if you want, but I do see, is your writing, is this something you're doing for pleasure, or are you hoping to publish? If you want to share that, you can, but you don't have to. I'm kind of getting that kind of in between feeling there to ask. Okay, I'm going to pull you another card because I think we kind of tapped into your general nature. Oh, I know what this is. I'm going to get you another one, though. We need two here for some reason. No, not that one. Come on, Sticky. There we go. She popped out there. Okay. All right. So before I get into the little attractor messages, you did get the Empress. Now, this kind of reminds me of the similar vibe to the Rose Oracle that Courtney got, where this is a great time for your writing. It's a very fertile. The soil is ready. It's ready for growth. You can see the Empress here. She is pregnant, so this could represent your pregnancy with creativity, with the ideas you have, with being able to flow and not feel blocked, right? Not feel that blockedness. I do see here. You also got the 5 of Wands, which pulls us into a bit of tension, but that's why I was kind of asking about your writing, if it's pleasure or you hope to be published. If you're writing itself, like, are you writing for you? Are you writing fiction? There's something about the way you write that can pull people into an understanding of the edges, that can pull people into navigating territory that they haven't navigated before, to coming to understandings that they may not have had before. And it almost feels like it's different aspects, like I'm getting from this 5 of Wands, different aspects of you, Anna, that are coming through the writing. So not just that it's flowing and the ideas and creativity there, but there's these multiple aspects of you that come through, and it pulls people into relatability through differences, through diversity. All right, which is really cool. It's like the sense I'm getting, you know how you could take 10 people into an art museum and you line up the 10 people in front of the same painting and they pick out totally different things, or they have a totally different interpretation. Your writing is very inviting like that. It can pull people into dynamics that are relatable to them, but the person standing next to them would have a completely different experience of it, which is very dynamic and very cool. I like that. And that's why I was kind of getting like, is it, let it be for you, of course. The Empress would say, let it be for you. It has to fill your heart, your soul, right? But you also have this benefit to others. And that's why I want to get these 2 cards for you from the Super Attractor Oracle. The first one you got says, wanting more for others puts me into the energy of abundance. And I really think this has to do with you going into the space within yourself and feeling into how would it feel to have somebody read what I've wrote? And how would it feel to get their feedback on it? And what would I want people to learn from my writing? What would I want them to gain? How would I like them to feel as they engage with my writing? Which is really interesting here. This is feeling like an opportunity and a talent that wants to bubble up to the surface here and have you grab it and be a part of it and share it with your tribe. And then you got this one. I slow down and listen to the guidance that's available to me. Now, I feel like this is going to come in handy. This is always good advice here, slowing down and listening. But I feel like this is going to be most helpful when you are actually sitting down preparing to write. Or you're like, okay, I'm going to take, maybe you have it planned on your calendar, and 10 minutes before you just go into, let's say, your zone, right? Your Empress zone with your writing. And you're really going to connect with the energies for yourself. And then the intention of, maybe right now you're going to share it with someone. Maybe you're not. Maybe it's one person. Maybe it's someone close to you. Maybe it's your daughter, or maybe it's more, right? And just slowing down and listening to the guidance that's coming through you from the universe, from your higher self. This honestly feels too like I'm getting some sort of like crowning moment for you, or I'm getting like a clearing in the crown. Like you have a lot in there that needs to come out on the paper, in the computer, wherever it needs to come out. And it's just this brilliant, like creative energy coming out of the mental space into the writing, which is really cool. All right. Cool, Anna. That's awesome. Yes, you have your altars. Hoping to publish to help others in healing by sharing. Yes, that's definitely it. Yes. Stay with it, Anna. Stay with it. Yes, that's cool. Okay, Kimberly says, and there might be some more people. Hello, hello. If you join, go ahead and drop a question. I'm on Kimberly's. Highest message, please, from my guides for how to navigate finances at this time. And you got the butterfly. Okay, all right. Navigating finances for Kimberly. We're going to go with the crystal visions here. Woo. I swear. Oh, the universe loves to tell you to trust, Kimberly. I'm going to a crystal for you too. So I think it would be helpful to have a crystal helper during this time. Okay. And we're going to do a rose. Whoa. Yeah, your energy's, it's jolting things out. And I will say, I just finished posting 12 series of readings for every sign. And in the Capricorn reading, Kimberly, when you get a chance, the overall energy shot out of my hand when I was shuffling that. So, some of this is that Capricorn energy and working toward financial freedom, right? Capricorns are going to, you're willing to work for it, and we get that. Where do I start here? Okay, so of all the cards, we'll just start with the unknown because this one comes up. I feel like I've pulled this one for you before. It's like how to navigate finances at this time. I don't know if this card's stating the obvious, like this is unknown and it's not known and you're kind of like, what's it going to be like? How am I going to get where I want to be? And you already know you don't know how to get there, which is why you're asking the question. So this could be a reiteration of the obvious. But also, based on what I'm seeing in these other cards, I think there is some sort of layer of fear underlying everything. It seems to be connected to maybe a previous shadowy time in your life where finances were uncertain and vulnerable. Like I'm almost getting like when you were a new mom and just not only the pressure of having finances for yourself but also caring for a child and having that like, okay, now I need even more because I have a child to care for. And so we have the raven coming up also, and the raven is holding a wand in its claws, which tells me that there may be some sort of active healing to do with that particular time frame and maybe something that happened related to finances. It feels very close around the area of when you were pregnant and thereafter, like the postpartum, like that whole window there. Okay. So that's what I'm getting from that. And then the Hanged Man comes up, a major arcana card, and I feel like from now, this one's speaking to me now until this eclipse on the 31st, really taking time to surrender into, well, first of all, we're going to identify what was going on with finances at that point in your life, and then surrender into how would you like to reshape that previous version of you? How would you like to reshape and give her a new perspective, almost as if you would be like you're talking to your previous self as if she were your own daughter, like from that perspective, loving. You want to bring the fear forward, address it, and help her safely move into these new energies, because it's the fear connected to that point in time that is having you have maybe a hard time navigating finances. And it seems like, here's what it feels like. It feels like you get a straight pitch, catch, pitch, catch, pitch, catch. You're like striking things. You're the pitcher and you're striking these batters out or whatever. You're like doing you're doing it. And then you get a curveball. And so then the fear, that little fear element from that previous time in your life, it like pops up and it's online. And you have to give that fear and you at that time from your life a new perspective, a new way to look at things. And you got tiger's eye, which, of all the stones, this one, I usually equate masculine energy to this stone. So we're going to say this is going to take a bit of active work for you to overcome this fear. But tiger's eye could be a really nice one to do. And there's, like I said, there's this little fear layer, and tiger's eye, you can see, has these striations in it. Here we have this lighter one, and then we have darker around it, and it kind of, there we go. See those striations? So if you have a piece of tiger's eye, that's going to be helpful for you during this time, or to hold on to a piece of that while you're doing the work. And in reintegrating that young woman who was a new mom. And you also got the card from the Rose Oracle, Trust the Seasons. This is about embracing change, the cycles of life, the transitions you're going through, and growth. This to me speaks of the expansion for you, Kimberly. I'm getting Jupiter energy, which is a really auspicious energy for pulling in abundance and kind of reaching out those energies. I just think you need the younger you, the one who's was afraid when she was a new mom. You need her on board here. And then you'll be able to expand out. And look how she has her arms are surrendered. She's in an open pose to receive. And there's a trust here. It's just reintegrating that previous young woman, that new mother, right? Any new moms here, or you've been a new mom in the past, you're a mother and you know that feeling, right? Like hormones are all over, you're building a life in your body, and there's just a lot that you're feeling. Okay, it's a big freaking deal. And when it's you, or when maybe support is lacking in your life from other sources or unreliable sources, it can be very unnerving, because you're holding that energy and that expectation for not only yourself but for your child. So, okay, Kimberly, that was a good question. Thumbs up, everyone. Yeah, hit that thumbs up for me, and thumbs up to all of you as well. Okay. Aw. Yes, I'm so glad to have you here, Nicole. Okay, Nicole, you're up. I don't know if I'm experiencing a blockage, or I am meant to use this time to let things soak in. Okay, so let's see. Let's go to the Tarot of Enchanted Dreams here for you, Nicole. And no, that's too many cards. Cards falling out, but this is kind of a big deck, so I have to shuffle it this way. Okay, for Nicole, experiencing a blockage, or meant to use this time to allow things to soak in, percolate. Yes. Okay. And we're going to go to the Whispers of Aloha for you as well, Nicole. So, aloha. I know you don't have to be in Hawaii to say aloha. It's a beautiful greeting anytime. All right. So, Nicole, I don't think you're experiencing a blockage. I feel like, and I'm going to use a similar word to what it was for Courtney, is an integration. You're going through an integration right now. So you may be feeling, Nicole, the pull of this Aries season, and there's this, like, it's almost like you want to start running forward at a sprint, but you're like attached to a heavy wagon, and so you cannot go that fast, right? It feels like that. You're really trying, like you feeling that, and then you're feeling the pull forward and the pull back. That's this Two of Pentacles. Feels a bit like a rubber band, like stretching it. Might feel like that to your energy sometimes, where you're like, I'm supposed to be doing something, aren't I? Like I'm supposed to be moving forward, I'm supposed to be doing something. I'm not saying don't move. You know, the physical body is connected to the pinnacles. It's earth energy. So you want to move, but I feel like the movement you make, it's more integrating, it's more internal, it's more of a time of, like I said, percolation. So like when you're watering like a garden or a plant, you know, the water kind of sits at the surface and then it like percolates down into the soil, and you've got that going on right now. So right now, what do you do? So you've got that integration, you've got the percolation. This is time for things to soak in for you. The Nine of Pentacles. It's a really good time for you to commend yourself a bit, to praise yourself a bit for the accomplishments that you've made. I feel like if I sat you down right now and I said, okay, Nicole, I want you to list me 3 of the top celebrations, the 3 things you're celebrating about life from the past 3 months, what would you give me here? And the universe is saying that to you. We want you, Nicole, to focus on where you've gone, where you've come from, where you've been, what you've accomplished, and what you've built within yourself. Now, this could relate to work, it could relate to family, it could relate to love, right? But it's very much a focus on what is already in place and what is already in there and inside you, rather than what's not happened yet, if that makes sense. So if you find your mind going to, well, this hasn't happened yet, look at where you are and then begin to see how what you've built will attract in the right energies, including I think you're going to be getting I'm getting I just want to say vibe, and I feel like I say that a lot, but I think you're going to feel a buzz when it's actually time for you to move forward. There's going to be like a buzzing in your body, like a buzz of some kind. Okay. So it's like a vibrational energy of some kind. You might feel like, or explain to people, I feel like I'm buzzing, and not buzzing because, I had too much wine, buzzing like from the inside out. Like it's just your energy is saying, okay, now it's go time. So I think it's going to be more clear than maybe you're thinking it will be, because right now it's been a bit like, what am I doing? Am I supposed to be doing this? Am I supposed to be doing something? You're supposed to be recognizing your achievements, celebrating what you've accomplished and what you've built for yourself, right? Now, you also got this beautiful, I love the floral energy in this card, the number 9, love lives on. And it says, honor your past, present, and future love. Honor your past, present, and future love. Now, this is really nice, and it's an even extra layer of clarity here, because that you're meant to let this soak in. There is a way that you're connecting with love. And this feels to me like, so here you are, you're seeing how far you've come, you're seeing what you've built, but you're also feeling love. And there's love that has been lost. There is love that's around you now, and there's love that you're working to manifest. And so maybe identifying some of that, maybe journaling. I'm also getting flow, like dance flow for you is really helpful to like move your body. And there's something too about, and I'm getting like a head rush here. There's something about you feeling free, feeling a level of freedom within yourself. So yes, that comes from financial security, things you've built, your accomplishments, what you've achieved in relationships. But it also comes from your own flow and your own flexibility and your presence in your body and how good it feels to be in your body and the sensations that you have. I almost feel, I describe to people sometimes, Nicole, like in these readings, that I get physical sensations like during the readings. And then when I'm done, when I've said end stream, or, closed out the reading, the physical sensations are gone, I believe you have that clairsentience too. You have that gift in you. So what you want to do is work with that with your own energies, because it's when you have that, likely you do pick up on other energies at times. So maybe a bit of a clearing process for yourself, but letting things soak in as well. Like this is your percolation time. It's a time of gratitude and recognition for you. Okay, great question. I love these questions. You all are just always coming up with better and better questions each week. I love it. Yes. Okay. And I just love how you're all supporting one another. Yeah, and keep us posted. For those of you who are working on things, keep us posted. Come back in a couple weeks. I'll be back here in a couple weeks and from tonight, and check back in. Fear-based freakouts. Yeah. Yeah. Tiger's eye. I love it. Okay. I'm just going down to the next question here. Okay. Tina, hello. And just a reminder, everybody, you guys, we here on Creators on the Crest, we reached over 1,000 subscribers now. Woohoo! This is good. I finally figured out a little bit more about search engine optimization and using keywords and things that when it's time to do something, you just kind of go. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to figure it out as I go along. That's been my process here. I figure things out as I go along. And I'm just so grateful for the people who have been with me from the beginning or in these early phases. And then new people are coming in and just blending so powerfully into the community. And just, I love the respect and beauty and celebration sharing that's going on in the comments. I think that's exactly what I've been hoping for. These readings are meant to empower and inspire you and elevate you, even when things are tough, even when things are painful, even when there's a lot of shadows. Okay. All right. So Tina, she has felt so recharged from the blood moon eclipse. Oh, cool. Are my spirit guides leading me to a different path? Okay. And I'm going to go to the Rose Oracle. I've got a couple cards here. And let's see. I want to say something about this other card already, but I want to see what the Rose Oracle. Okay. Whew, here we go again. Here we go with the similarities here. So, are my spirit guides leading me to a different path? Yes. You got similar to Kimberly, but in a different respect. Trust the seasons. Embrace this change. It's about the cycles of life, transition, and growth. Yes. And Tina, I do have the Frequency Friday from a couple days ago. If you didn't catch it, there's a reading called Breakout Reading, and it's timestamped called Pivots. And I feel like you're in that pivoting energy. So you're in that energy of the in between. I love your energy because you're allowing yourself to be guided. You're having a conversation with your guides in the universe. And so, yes, we can force pivot at times, but this feels more like a gradual transition that has a really nice, smooth timing to it. I almost feel like I'm going 180 degrees, but not really fast, like I'm stopping on the ski slope or something. This feels more gradual, but it feels like you're in the middle of it here. And so there is this change, and embrace that for yourself. Again, like this card was showing me for Kimberly, this is about an expansion. And usually when we're being led or guided off the path we're on onto a new path, we are expanding in some way. We're expanding our knowledge, we're expanding our skills, we're expanding what we know, we're expanding who we know, and things like that. So it's beautiful. There's also this, it feels like, Tina, for you, there's an understanding of, and this has come up for several of you. I don't know how to describe this. It's like understanding multiple aspects of yourself. It's like there's parts of your higher self, your greater being, that have come home and are inside and are integrating. And so then the universe says, oh, okay, Tina did that. She got that part of her soul reintegrated, right? And maybe it's through like grief or loss, but something came back. It feels like something is returned to you. And now the universe is like, now we get to pivot here. Now, I do feel like this is going to happen really slowly. You got the Queen of Pentacles, and that's just fine. It does not need to be rushed. I feel like there's a lot of value. I feel like there's a lot of comfort, and I feel like there's a lot of heart-led energy in what you're moving into. So that's that recharge of like, oh my gosh, like I'm feeling fulfilled. I feel something in my heart and my soul that it shifted. Something's different because something's returned home to me that is yours, right? And through all our experiences, through all the lifetimes, we can have so many ways that we learn lessons, and we have fragmentations of our soul. We have, times where our spirit, our heart is hurt. We have those kinds of things. And this is some sort of significant reintegration for you. The Queen of Pentacles, she's very steady. She's very smooth. She likes comfort, right? We're not rushing things. This is very much like Mother Earth cycle energy. And with the trust the seasons, this is a part of it. And it feels to me, Tina, like you're becoming more and more sensitive to that. Like you're more hyper aware, not in an anxiety kind of way, but in a way of like, oh, now I feel it. Now I feel the pull, or I feel the guidance into the next turn of the wheel, so to speak. It's really beautiful. Feels very cyclic, very circular, like almost like an upward spiral where the wheel is turning and raising you up, lifting you up. And you got the Nine of Cups too. This is a really auspicious card as far as it's connected to wish fulfillment. It's the minor arcana card connected to the star in the major arcana. This could be a bit of Aquarius energy. And I know we kind of had Aquarius season pass us by, right? But also Pluto is now in Aquarius, and we're kind of in the age of Aquarius. And I think you're working with these energies. So this for you is a freedom to be yourself and to actually feel really comfortable in your own skin and emotionally, like it feels like, I'm gonna say it this way. I'm Tina and my cups are full. But if you want to fill my cups too, if you're the kind of person or relationship that will also fill my cups, I invite you into that energy. There's a sharing here, an invitation for the right energy to share with you here. So I do get a bit of a love slash relationship slash opening to love. Doesn't mean you have to take action. You can if you want. This is more of just identifying and feeling connected to these energies in your heart space here. So yeah, I would say you're being guided down a different path, but you're not being rushed, which is really nice because there's a stability within you. There's been parts of you that have returned home, and maybe it's through forgiveness, maybe it's through healing, maybe it's through just your natural growth, but it feels good. Yeah, you're being guided to something bigger, better, and more beautiful. So keep us posted. I'm really excited to hear. I think you'll have to keep us posted for a while. So you're going to have to keep coming back so we can hear your journey here, because it's going to be smooth. You know how sometimes things are happening and changes are happening and it's, you hardly notice, but okay, you're like, I saw Tina. And then like a month later, you see Tina and you're like, whoa, a lot has changed, it's that kind of energy, but it's slower and it's really mindful and beautiful. I really like that. So very cool. Oh, okay, Nicole. I hear you. Yes. Yes, the insecurities. Yeah. Mhm. I think, even in the questions that other people have asked on here, you can tell that a lot of us are up against insecurities and fears. Oh, I appreciate you too. Yes, celebrate. Okay. Do we have anybody else? Let me go down here. You guys are chatty. I love it. Talk to the little girl in you, the little teen. Yes, whatever age, life sometimes we get to the point in life where we come up against something and it's like you're going to go farther, but first you need to go get 6-year-old you. You need to go get 14-year-old you because they got to come with you for this next phase, and that's how we're sparked into the healing, right? So beautiful. Yeah. Ooh, you guys are doing a lovely job on your own work, which is awesome. Okay, let's pull a final card for all of us. I'm going to go back to this Rose Oracle here, and maybe this one and one from the Whispers of Aloha. So, final message for all of our beautiful live participants. If you're joining a little bit later, be sure to come back next time and drop a question. All right, this one's popping out the side. Ooh. All right, I like this because this is reassuring. Hi, Karen. Yeah, we're kind of closing off here, but I'm pulling the final messages for our group. I hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you here. All right. Oh, I guess I pulled from the wrong deck here. I guess we're getting 3 I'm just grabbing decks and pulling cards. Yes. All righty. Okay, so we've got some good ones. The Rose Oracle gives us the fertile void. Remember, so we've got the fertility that a lot of you are feeling. The soil is right, but we also need rest, patience, potency, and also secret beginnings. Ooh, secret beginnings. So sometimes, beginnings happen for us and we're not even aware of it. We're like, whoa, that just happened, right? I blinked my head or I went to bed and I woke up the next day and that just happened. And now I'm in this new place, this new energy. I feel like this group here is moving into this energy. Yeah. So Karen says this looks so obscure. And yes, this deck has a way of doing that. I'm getting kind of even though I didn't pull a crystal card, I'm kind of getting like a labradorite vibe from the back of this card here. So if any of you have labradorite crystals that you work with, because they're very dark, but then you just turn them a certain way and you see the blues and the greens and they're just, oh, I love it. I love that crystal so much. So that might be it for some of you. For others of you, if you look really closely at the face at the bottom of the card, and there's like life in the breath. So even though this time we're in Aries season and there's all this move forward, there's always also these retrogrades. We're in between these two eclipses. We're in this fertile void. We're in this space. We also got, this is the card I pulled from the Super Attractor Oracle because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Believing in spiritual guidance gives me certainty and the freedom to keep dreaming, even when I can't yet see the result. Ooh, I love all the purples. I got the purple kind of theme going back here and on my sweater here. And remember, I was feeling that crown energy for Anna. It felt very like crowned. We need to, when we're doing this work and we feel the movement, we know it's coming, but we're not quite yet moving forward. This is a great time to really feel into this energy and expand and have crowning moments within ourselves, the celebrations, celebrating what you've accomplished, like what Nicole got, right? So even though you may not yet see the result, Tina is pivoting, right? So she's moving into something new. We don't know what it's going to look like yet on the other side. We just know it's divinely guided. And then, oh, this is a cool card too. Hi, Michael. Michael's here. Hello. These are the final messages for everyone. 34, forgotten treasure. Restore your power and your vulnerability. So, forgotten treasure. And I think for some of you, I'm seeing like a pearl. I don't know if a pearl means something to some of you, or some of you may have pearls on jewelry or be working with pearls. I always say, like, when I'm talking, telling my kids to brush their teeth, I'm like, you brush every tooth until each of them feels like a shiny, smooth pearl. you know? And so they'll come up, "Hey, mom, my teeth feel like pearls." I'm like, "Okay, then you did brush them really good. They should feel like that." Right? So maybe tapping in here, maybe this is a little bit of homework with this forgotten treasure for all of you. What is something like this feels like, okay, looking back over your life, if somebody sat you down and they said, okay, what is one thing? And there may be more than one, but what's one thing that you want to tell me about that you're really super proud of? What is your crowning moment? What is the treasure within? What is an accomplishment you've had? What is a learning or an ability or a talent or something that has really been precious to you? What would you say? What would you share with others? Now, 34, that could represent an age for some of you, whether that be past, present, or future. That can represent a significant age. But 3 plus 4 is also 7. That pulls us in the energy of the in between. We're in between the eclipses. There's movement yet, but we can't quite see. We don't quite know where it's going to land, right? All right. Amazing creator, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for joining tonight. Don't forget to hit that like button. Check out the Frequency Friday readings. I think you all will really love those. And I will be back in 2 weeks on Sunday, but I'm live every Friday too. If you're not working or doing other stuff, I always put the replays up for y'all. And oh, one more thing before anybody goes. If anybody's interested, I'm doing a spring special right now. It's a mini reading, but not a mini reading like on here. There'll be more cards involved, and it's, a personalized message just for you. And it's $20. And if you book that by the 31st, you get the special deal. And I'm sending those through on Instagram and Facebook Messenger if you have that, or we'll work it out via email. So if that's something that interests you, go to my Instagram or my Facebook stories and you will see the link there for it, or you can just DM me. Okay. All right. Loving you all. Have a great night. Take care.